Happy Monday, everyone. This is Anna with Adventures of Anna, and I am in the Smelly Shack, but I'm not doing incense or anything like that today. I thought I would show you the items that I have made over the past week. Nothing real fancy. Well, they are kind of fancy, but anyway, nothing real exciting or fancy, extravagant maybe. But the first two items that I made a couple of coin purses, and I have one more clasp to make one more. This is the first one I made. It's 100% cotton. Yes, it is for sale in my shop, but they are quite roomy on the inside. I really like this. And one thing that the pattern did say, and that I watched on videos online, is putting this on is the hardest part. They are not joking. This is the hardest part to do when making one of these bags. It took me 3 tries on this one to get the first side done, and then on my second one, which I made this one later in the week, and it really is straight. It's just the way that the pattern went on this, it makes it look like the clasp is all weird, but same way with it, it's quite roomy inside. I love this. Both of these are made out of 100% cotton. This one took me a little bit less time, but it did take me a few tries to get this one on. The third thing that I made this week is I made this hat, which on these coin purses, I will put a link down in the description to the pattern that I used. It's really simple. The third thing that I made this week was this 1920s inspired hat. It's a summer hat. It is made out of 100% cotton yarn. I went to Hobby Lobby and got some of this I Love This cotton yarn. It is, I believe the color is called turquoise. My husband actually picked out the color. It kind of goes with the dress that I have. I don't like the way it looks on me, but when I look at a picture, actually looking at it myself, I don't like it, but when I look at a picture of me with it on, I don't think it looks as bad as I think it looks when I look at myself, if that makes any sense at all. I will put a link to this video down in the description. I had to follow the video. There is also a written pattern that is available with the video, but it is a paid pattern. But like I said, I just followed the video. This took me a total of 2 days to make. These coin purses this one took me a little bit longer because I had to, well, the purple one was the first one that I did, but it took me a little bit longer because I had to wait to go get the clasps. I had to go to another town to purchase them. This one only took me like a day, I think. And the last thing that I made, which was just something completely random, I posted a pattern to my crochet group for a sloth, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. And one of my friends was like, well, somebody needs to make me one. She also crochets. And I'm like, well, they're not that difficult to make. And she goes, but I have trouble getting things to be the same size. I do not like, I guess it's called amigurumi, is how you say it. I'm not a fan of that. But anyway, I went ahead and I made one. This cute little sloth. He's got a little attitude thing going on there. I'm not good at sewing things together, and I am not good at, putting things together like this. But actually, he turned out pretty cute. I'm happy with the way he turned out. But anyway, I am going to send this to that friend of mine who said she wanted one. She doesn't know that it's coming, I don't think. She has seen it because I did post it that I made it. So I hope she'll be surprised. And one other thing this weekend that happened was one of the ladies in our yarn group, our crochet group, is getting ready to have another baby. And she was giving away some of her yarn to help make more room for the new baby. So I took some myself, and as I was digging through, I've never used this stuff before, this yarn. It's a bulky weight. It's really soft, it's acrylic. I'm not sure. Let's see, I got one that has a label. It's called Fast and Fun, is what it is. And she had in amongst her stuff, there was 2 black, 2 white, this is a purple, this neon green, and then there was also this, I don't know, fuchsia. I guess you would call this a fuchsia. Which, these come from Big Lots. And I know we have a Big Lots. I have to drive to another town for it, but there's a Big Lots. I've looked and looked and looked, and I have not seen yarn at Big Lots. I don't know, is this just select Big Lots that sells this? Does Big Lots no longer sell yarn? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. Because if Big Lots sells yarn, I'm going to look at another one, because there's another one in another town that we visit. And if they sell yarn, I'm going to check there as well. But anyway, what I thought I would do, to me, this yarn is not something that would look good crocheted. I think some yarns are that way. Some look good being used as a crochet project. Some do not look good as a crochet project. So I thought, hey, I'll knit it. What I'm going to do is make a wrap, like a rectangle wrap for myself. And I'm actually knitting it. And I am a very novice at knitting. I'm not very good at knitting. But I've got this started. Just the garter stitch. Just knit all the way across. And it'll, you know, wrap around, rectangle around my shoulders. But these are, I have two sizes of knitting needles. Both of them are circular. I've got these huge ones, which I don't know what size they are. I can't remember. I did buy them, but I don't remember what size they are. They're the biggest ones I have. And then I have a pair of smaller ones that are currently, I'm making a picture washcloth with. I think they're, well, size 8 maybe. But anyway, I'm going to go black, white, and then these two with the green in the middle, and then white and black on the other end. And I think it should be about right. I weighed the yarn. I believe if you want to know how to weigh yarn, weigh a project to know how much you have, or when you have leftover balls, if you want to know how much yarn you have left in the ball. I did a video here a while back, which I'll put the description or the link in the description below, on weighing your project and weighing your balls of yarn to get the approximate amount of what you have used or what you have left. When I weighed all these out, it weighed out to right about 7 ounces approximately of yarn. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, that project is for me, and when I run out, the project's over. Looking forward to it, because today is supposed to be our last day of hot summertime weather. Tomorrow it is supposed to be in the mid to upper 70s instead of the 80s and 90s. And according to the weather, it is supposed to continue to cool off, you know, over this week and be in the mid to the lower 70s, which I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not, because I'm looking forward to wearing multiple layers. But I am not a cold weather person. I am more of a summertime person. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again in another video.